Good morning, everybody. Unadu, Topendera. It's very nice to have you all this morning on this very important program. Welcome to the Morrison Show, and I'm very happy to have you all here. Today we have a very important topic to discuss. As we all know, telecommunication is a very important part of today's world. We are now living in a world wherein telecommunication is a necessity. Almost every adult and almost every teenager is using a smartphone or is engaging with telecommunication. So telecommunication is very, very important factor in today's world. And in Sierra Leone, we have our telecommunication companies, but there are some problems that we are going to talk about today, and also we are going to give out some suggestions that will help us to solve those problems. In Sierra Leone as a whole, according to research, by 2018, we found out that around 6.64 million people or 6.64 million devices are engaged with telecommunication. And among those 6.64 million devices, 6.63 of them are mobile phones, which means all those mobile phones are using SIM cards from our telecommunication companies in Sierra Leone. But there's a problem. And today, I have a guest, and she will come on set, and then we will talk about those problems. We can talk about them problem then and also ways in which we'll be able to solve them problem then. So please, I want you all to welcome our guest. She's here with me. You're welcome, please. You may have a seat. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. So, what's your name, please? Don't you mind telling us your name?
Setura Mansari.
Setura Mansari. So, her name is Setura Mansari. And she is a regular teenager who lives in Sierra Leone. She's a teenager and you're a student, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they go school. So, and in a person way, instead they engage in telecommunication and they use SIM card or probably SIM cards. So today, we can talk with them, and also we can foresee who side the telecommunication company in our salon get fault, who side then get lapses, and how they are able to try them best for correct the lapses then they for we young good, because we deserve the best, we citizens of Sierra Leone. So don't forget, you can drop your comments based on what you think at the comment section, and also you can share this video. Thank you. So Setura Mansari, that's your name, right?
Yes.
Okay, you do it. Don't you mind talking a little bit louder? Okay. So Setura Mansari, are you going to school?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so Setura Mansari is a student. So school you go?
St. Joseph's Convent.
Okay,
Senior Secondary School.
Alright, that's nice. St. Joseph's Convent Senior Secondary School. So Setura Mansari is a regular, is an average citizen, a teenager and a schoolgirl. And Setura Mansari, you can engage in telecommunications, right? You can use telecommunications, right?
Yeah.
So Setura Mansari said they use telecommunications. So whose telecommunication company that you can work with in a salon?
Well, I can use Africell and Airtel or Orange.
Okay, Orange. So Africell and Orange, yeah, then are very popular. In fact, they are among the most popular telecommunication companies in the salon. That's right. So let me ask, what's the move you, or what's are the risks we make? First of all, decide for join Africell.
Well, most of my friends they use Africell SIM, so myself thought I'm fit say I could use Africell SIM so that I will cut down on expenses because I'm not going for the do cross. So I use Africell SIM.
All right, that's fine. It makes sense. School guy makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. So also, now why you decide for use orange SIM again?
Well, Orange gets a promotion what they call Students Pack,
Okay.
or we can call it SPAC.
All right.
So that promotion they help school picking them. So I can use them for go na the internet for search, do me research, do assignments, and for catch up with my friends. Them,
Yeah, WhatsApp. I understand. WhatsApp. So yeah, that's nice. Now speaking of that orange student pack, it's a very nice package. Orange, they really try to come with that package. To be sincere, could be told, it's very cheap. It's very cheap.
Yeah.
I think for 9,500 or so, you can get 1.5 gigabytes. Yeah, and for 15,000 leons, you can get 2.5 gigabytes, which is very cheap. And I love it. Mr. Can use pack.
Okay.
All right. So now, Setura, that's your name, right?
Yeah.
So Setura, now waiting at something a week you enjoy, or waiting at the thing a week you enjoy, where you they use Africell and Orange.
Well, sometimes then the connection can really fast. I can enjoy that because we can let for the quick research. Maybe we can then at school, so and if they don't teach me something where if we don't understand, then the teacher can busy, so we can let for the quick research for that, and the internet can stable at times, so we can let that thing in the at times. At times.
Now we dey underline that word. Instead, the internet can stable at times. At times, and that's true. Thinking of the Orange Students Pack, it's cheap. Me self don't use them. But the problem here is the internet can stable at times. Almost each and every adult in Sierra Leone uses the internet. Almost each and every adult, especially in Freetown. Almost each and every adult in Freetown uses the internet. It can be to do money transfer, it can be to catch up with friends, it can be to do research, to receive mails, or for communications. But almost each and every adult in Freetown uses the internet. And the internet is very nice. But our problem is the speed of the network. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Yeah, the network the tariff can be cheap at times. Although we get a few problems so we can talk about with the other telecommunication companies. For example, with Orange, with Africell, and also with QCell. We're going to talk about them today. So, first of all, speaking of Orange, the student pack. The student pack where Orange come with, now one way very nice. And I believe say Una self, the audience, Una self go agree with me. Sit down there now one way very nice. It's very cheap. We better use them, we don't say very cheap. Not so Setura.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't say very cheap. But now, when we buy something, it go nice for like we enjoy the cheapness and also we enjoy the internet. You know, we find we don't spend the money, we don't have up so we can for do a quick research like I usage now, and then we come into internet with slow like tortoise. No. So that we not go want that for happen. Telecommunication, as I said earlier on, is a very important aspect. In offices, in schools, in churches, in mosques, in hospitals, people use the internet. People use the internet almost every day. That's also. So you not use the internet almost every day.
Well, almost every day.
Almost every day.
In fact, not almost set, not every day.
You can use the internet. So like around approximately around how much you can spend so per week.
Well, I can use something like 20,000 leons. Where I can buy with me Orange SPAC. I can use the rest for the do normal calls.
Right.
So I can spend 20,000 leons.
Okay, 20,000 leons. That's huge. That's huge. So 20,000 leons a week. Let's say inside 1 month it will be within 80 to 100,000 leones, and that's very huge. That's very huge. That's nice. So now you dey spend this kind money for get the network. You think say you can get the network the way how you want am?
Well, almost sometimes in the I can get them the way I want them, but not
Okay.
all the time because sometimes the network is really slow and it can affect me a lot. You know, like because if we want to do that quick research day, maybe not for we assignments, we want to do that quick research day, and sometimes then the when the network they can slow, it can really affect we. It can strain we bad one. And even if not so assignment we can let for do, maybe because we superstars them where we they follow. Maybe
Yeah.
they can drop new things them, so we can let for go watch them things and there. But where we can go, the networking really slow. I don't I don't if not people in the book where they use them. I don't able to understand them.
Wow.
But we can really suffer them and the
Okay, yeah, that's a very big problem. Una self me viewers, una can agree with me. So that's a very major problem. You know, one thing we go help we for solve this problem. One thing we go help telecommunication companies. I hope say this message will reach them. One thing we go help them na this. You know, Sierra Leone, most of the time them where we can do things, we can find out waiting people in another country and they do notice so. Actually, it's nice to imitate someone. But now let's just think of this scenario. Now imagine say them put me, we're not so good for run, with Usain Bolt for run for sprint 100-meter race. And now Usain Bolt na a very fast one and also so he's very fast. But me not fast. So now for now able for defeat Usain Bolt, I forget a very spectacular goal. The goal not for be the first person for left the start line. But the goal for be the first person for reach the finish line. Which means I'm not going to turn up behind Usain Bolt. Say Usain master then you save the mass. Usain master then you save the mass. Not so. I go want for try for implement million method them. Okay, with million strategy the way go make I reach before I not so.
Yeah, you for then you track.
Yeah, I then I'm on track, focus, implement million strategies so that I go for reach before. That's nice. So we can use this same thing when it comes to telecommunications in Sierra Leone. For a long time, Sierra Leone Telecommunications, Orange Africell, Sierra Tel, QCell, they don't they follow waiting other people and they do. I remember few months back we didn't get free calls. Is that also?
Yeah, free calls.
It's Africell, me Africall I be enjoy am. I be let Africall the way them pull out feel bad.
Oh, so not about people picking them, eh?
No. No, that's
Okay.
So we dey get the free calls, so.
Yeah.
And also with Africell and also with Orange again, we will get another bonanza wherein every Sunday we been dey subscribe and get unlimited calls. I think it was 4,000 leones for Africell and 5,000 leones for Orange. And then we will get unlimited call for 24 hours.
With text messages.
Yes, with text messages for 24 hours. And for QCell, we been dey use 2,000 leones every day and subscribe for get unlimited call for 24 hours. And it was nice, don't you think so?
Yeah.
It was nice. You see, when that kind of thing dey happen, that dey make we the citizens we dey enjoy the communication, don't you so?
Yeah.
Me, I was telling you like, I mean they talk like money man.
Maybe you use almost minutes like
Yeah.
if you been call normal call you dey talk for 2 minutes. Then the way down they come you go talk for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You not say you don't talk
so
that long.
So and that may be the help we. That may be the help we a lot, is that not true? That may be the help we. You know, where we get important thing there for support, that may be the help we. But all of a sudden, they just cut off that. The telecommunication company them, they just cut off all the tariff they made. And we don't know the reason. Well, they not explain to me the reason we make them cut out. but then just cut all length and use them. But yeah, we advise for amount for be on my suggestion. Mind you, my viewers, if you get any suggestion, because this show, you have to go say enrich the telecommunication company them. You have to reach Orange, the management of Orange, the management of Africell, the management of QCell, and also the management of Sierra Leone. You have to reach all of them. So if you get any suggestion based on what they go do for them, we begin to enjoy the telecommunication back, and I can drop them at the comment section. But for now, just like anything that or suggest like what they could do for make we begin enjoying the communication back.
Okay. Well, they're not just need for the videos because like at night they can Africell gets I don't know if that's free one has I don't know how put out there.
Yeah, okay, yes, that
bundle. Yeah, special offer.
Yeah.
So then there we can use we use 1,000 euros all night.
Yeah.
So like if not daytime we can use if not daytime we could spend past 10,000 euros.
Yeah, we can spend any more 100,000 euros.
Yes. But let's say midnight we can use 1,000. But the network is slow. So I think the need for adjust that tax rate. Because myself I don't experience that a lot. Because me in a person where I don't think able to sleep sometimes in this, so when I'm not able to sleep I can just take my phone, go read mails, YouTube, watch videos then because I tell you something in a person where I get many people there where they admire, many superstars there. So I can see how they don't go, if they drop new things or what they do. So like I can do that. But the network it is very slow net. And then make them for make we enjoy them. Then cut down the worries because people are not can get money for spend that much. So then cost I'm very low for we. Like not just say not free.
So we need for commending.
Yeah, we need for commending. They don't like now almost free. But when we use something, as you say earlier on, they make them for make we enjoy them. So we need for enjoy them. They need for that network side that it can really make people in the Spain. I don't know, not only one when you can actually view as them, themselves will talk for that. Because my friends themselves can tell me that the network is really slow on it, and me I can want me to work on that side. I don't know how they get for doing, but they really need for work on that side. But I really want to commend them because they try. Africell, Orange, QCell, them all they try because they all get a new special offer where they give. And if person they use the two SIMs, they like me when they use the two telecommunication service, I enjoy. But the network can make them slow for me, it can make us slim small. But I really want to commend them on that side, they don't try. So you know, so wait good way
So Orange, Africell, QCell, Sierra Leone, and the water too. So I don't tell you now. And the water. And also, what other thing? What a problem with the telecommunication company, the not so good telecommunication company in Sierra Leone, companies, telecommunication companies in Sierra Leone, is that we can notice it at times when within a particular spot, the internet can fast, then also. But if within another particular spot, damn, the internet can be very slow. It can even slow past choices.
Yes, it can be very slow.
So, and that, now as a result of outside them broadband network them dey. You understand? So me your advice towards the Sierra Leone telecommunication company that they increase them broadband services. You understand? The south side they put the network pole there, they make sure say the network pole, the network be a wide area network. Outside any side you dey able for enjoy them. And also people that are in the provinces they suffer bad. Now one thing way you know, Sierra Leone, after the Civil War, a lot of things go backwards. After the Civil War, a lot of things go backwards, I can tell you. So, and among them things that even go backward after the Civil War, now telecommunication. After the Civil War, Salone will not ever be the same again, especially when it comes to telecommunication. So you see, so we the citizens then they suffer, and it's sorry for no say. Sometimes they plenty people don't come to me personally. Plenty people they come to me say, then they buy them stuff up, and then they even take for talk self, and then it's done. You see, so all them things then they are problem them with people in the face when it comes to telecommunication, and also the lapses of the telecommunication company like that. The need for increase the speed of the network. Then can they tell we say na 4G network na they give it, na 4G network na they give it. But then the carry out the network time even like na 2G self. Because at times somebody go they upload or they download something, and then they go like about let's say they even reach 1 megabyte per second. 1 megabyte per second, they even reach it.
So not only 1 KB
so it's like a cheap way. They go tell you say buy this SIM na 4G. This SIM here, so when you buy them at this particular price, your internet they go very fast. And when they go 6 megabytes per second. That's like it tell you. And then at the end of the day when we buy them, better what can they do?
very slow.
So you see? So it can be very slow. And nobody know the way go want slow network. You see, and even one part with you at the comment say instead when they use Africell SIM card, the network too bad. So you see, one part will be a comment. So instead when they use Africell SIM card, the network too bad. The network too bad. And I tell plenty of people don't they grumble, and I decide for make this the subject of this week episode, the episode for this week.
Then you talk on something, but the province is how people understand that. And this being said, one of my friends in travel in Bode, can you believe me not able to make call? If I call the network, and not them go. So this one time when they call me, that's when I say, I try to call you, and then they able to get you. And I say, my sister, you not gonna understand. Like I said, now they talk to you, so no optic at it. So
like seriously?
Yes, that's what it tell me.
Wow.
I said right now when they talk to me, so it get optic from make no go get coverage for call.
And that's
Then
bad.
I see it now too because me they try for call and then they get then we in ready for call because it go optic. You know that if it too safe for and what if it go hurting safe day?
Yeah, it's risky. It's risky for even the person in life.
Yes.
So-
Just
so-
for make you keep
so-
in touch.
So people na up call like in claim. They claim up their product or some other people like up there I building them, up them stick them.
Just for
And
make them get coverage.
now imagine during the raining season. Some stick them can very slippery, somebody claim me. That is even a death trap. Because of network, because of the network lapses, somebody can even lose in life. You see? So the telecommunication company they really need for work. They really need for work very, very hard. They need for work very hard. So me for conclude the show for this week, we want to commend them, we want to commend the telecommunication company them because they try. They can try for give you a cheap tariff. But please, if you don't want to give you cheap tariff, Africell, Orange, QCell, Sierra Leone, we don't like how we there.
Now make sure say we enjoy it.
When I tell you the truth, you understand? If I tell you the truth, we manage and so. If I don't tell you, say, hey, this is for slow. At least we don't know say get for slow.
But at least they don't cut down we budget.
Yeah. So
and then don't try for we.
Yeah, so you don't see. So I tell you the truth, and also please, one for beg una work very hard. If una see that 4G network una dey carry na salon una carry the real 4G. No matter with that 4G by like 2G. On a more serious note.
The 4G
The 4G, yeah, the 4G is slow like tortoise, and the first time I don't see that. You see, this is very serious. The 4G is slow, bad one. You see, so telecommunications gets a lot of lapses. Can you believe it? Recently there was this conflict between QCell and the other telecommunication companies. So that be they make if somebody they use a QCell SIM, they decide for call somebody where they use an Africell SIM, and then they get them. Even if the person phone off, they go talk say the number you're calling is either switched off or outside the coverage area. You see, and that's bad. What if another time the emergency be this on side?
Yeah, what if
Emergency
it was
be
an
having.
important
Yeah.
message?
What if it was a matter of life and death?
Yeah.
And then just because of the misunderstanding where they get between themselves,
Between them. they have to involve the customers.
Yeah, and that's bad.
That's bad.
So please, if we sell orange and QCell, we are begging you. We are begging
you. Please.
I wanted this message reach you now. We are begging you, please. And also, viewers, when I can drop on a comment them based on waiting on I think say the telecommunication network then go do, so that they're able for rectify the problem them where they cause right now, or they're able for solve the lapses where they trigger right now. And I thank you very much for joining this at the Morrison Show. So till we meet again next week at this same channel with the same host. One for tell una say Corona Day and real. Una for take all the preventive measures. Like me and Setura, we don't go through all the preventive measures, and now we are safe to be here. We don't do everything, scanning and every wash hand. They just say wash your hand regularly, not going to touch your face, not to touch your nose. And I thank you plenty for joining. And I share this video, and also next week Thursday at this same time we will talk about the rate of teenage pregnancy in Sierra Leone. Another very interesting topic. Thank you all for your time. Me, na Amadou, Maurice, Angelo Bangura. And I thank you plenty for joining.
Thank you.
Goodbye.